Place the backer rod about 1/4 inch below the concrete surface so the sealant sits slightly recessed for optimal tooling. For depth control during repair, start by selecting a backer rod diameter 60 to 80% of the joint width so it compresses and seats without stretching. When inserting the backer rod, push it uniformly to avoid gaps and maintain a continuous contact with joint sides. Use a blunt tool or a dead blow hammer with a wood block to avoid damaging the concrete edge. The backer rod should finish about 1/4 inch below the surface and never exceed 3/8 inch below the surface, since excessive recession increases sealant thickness and can prevent proper cure. If the joint is very deep, add a second bead of backer rod or use a compressible foam rope rather than relying on extra sealant to fill depth. This keeps the sealant within manufacturer recommended thickness for movement capability. Always clean the joint of dust, loose particles, and standing water before inserting the rod so the sealant bonds to prepared substrate only and not to debris. Tool the sealant to create slight concavity and intimate contact with joint faces while avoiding overworking the material, which can trap air. Common mistakes include pushing the rod too deep, which increases sealant thickness and may prevent proper curing. Fix that by measuring the desired recess with a depth gauge or a simple marked rod before seating the foam. Another issue is selecting a rod that is too large so it bows out and lifts the sealant. Avoid this by choosing a rod size that compresses to fit and test a short piece before full insertion. A third concern is leaving debris or moisture in the joint, which causes poor adhesion and premature failure. Solve this by thoroughly cleaning with a wire brush, vacuum, and allowing the joint to dry or using a dry compressed air blowout prior to installation. BigHomeProjects.com helps homeowners find local contractors and compare specialties related to joint repair and concrete work with community discussions where we share real experiences. We also help contractors find work by connecting their services to homeowners and participating in our active discussion community.